Haha, what is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday night, and we're having a Hockey Stick Nation takeover. Yes, that's right. It is hockey night tonight. Yes. So what's up, Dan? How you doing?
Great, buddy. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. It is hot over here, man. Trying to stay cool. I got a couple fans on me. It's feeling all right. But yes, Maiden's on vacation this week, so hopefully you have fun there, Maiden. And yes, have fun. Be safe. Anyways, we'll say hello to the chat really quick. And I noticed people been talking about this hockey stick Talk Nation takeover and all this stuff. And
They have been.
so what's up, Barry? Barry, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And we got Robert.
Barry.
We got Robert over here as well. What's up, Robert?
Robert, my good friend.
We got White Sox Tom. What's up? What's up, Tom? How you doing?
Well, Tom, I think you're in the wrong chat. This is hockey tonight.
And we got Zach. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man?
What's going on, Zach?
It was a good Saturday night when the battle cards with Zach. It was close, but not close, all at the same time. What's up, DK? How you doing?
DK, what's going on?
Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. We got hockey tonight. I even got hockey cards. You guys get to listen to me mispronounce a ton of names, almost every single one. So it'll be close. What's up, Josh? How's it going, man? We're just talking about my inability to pronounce hockey names. It's like
that's why I'm here, right?
That's right. That's like my kryptonite. I can't say it. But yes, we are in having Hockey Stick Talk Nation take over tonight, and it's gonna be fun. And yes, we got some cards open, some things to show, and yeah, gonna be a good evening.
Yes, it is. And we'll be answering questions. I will answer all your questions about hockey tonight.
That's right.
Because I know there's going to be a few.
That's right. Hey, what's up, Wonka Cat? How you doing? Hey, dig it.
Dig.
Glad everybody's coming in. Appreciate it. Nice to see everybody. But yes, we got. What did you want to start off with? Did you want to start off with some opening up some cards while people come in and do all that? And we can look at some questions when they come up and through the chat.
Yeah, we can do whatever.
Okay. So get your questions ready. And I see questions already. Will Bedard have a good upcoming season?
No, he will not. And it's not because I don't like him. It's because he's not that well of a good player right now. We'll just put it like that. He had a really terrible season, and I think that's what you're going to see becoming of him. He is not going to be the all-star player like a Crosby or McKinnon.
Do you think he just needs some time to develop into like NHL play? Like I'm lacking the word I guess intensity. I guess I could.
Well, he's already in his third season and he hasn't got that yet. So that right there makes me think no.
Has it been 3 seasons already? Wow.
Yeah. To me, he had too much hype for the player, and when he come to the NHL, he wasn't going to be the player that he was going to be as he was for the CHL. So now he's going to have to reinvent himself to be a player that he's not used to being, for say.
Yeah. What's up, John? How you doing? John Burgess.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I see Josh said, will Columbus Blue Jackets make the playoffs? You know what? Don't count them out. They didn't have a very busy offseason, but they're one team to watch.
Nice. All right. Well, let me go ahead and get this camera turned around, and I can at least open up some cards, and Dan can answer some questions.
There we go.
Let's see here. Get some lights turned on. Try to get this camera. Every time I turn on this camera, I can have it set up before, and then I turn it back on, and it will be all messed up again. Wampus Cat's got a question.
Yeah. I know it's better than none, but what is your opinion of Utah's new mammoth mascot? You know what? I'm okay with teams not having a mascot. My Rangers don't have a mascot. There's a lot of teams that don't have mascots. I'm okay with that. The mascots are more to bring it or for the little kids, I guess. Besides Gritty, Gritty's just a whole different thing. I think that's what Philadelphia really needed. It kind of brought them back to people talking about them more. But other than that, I really don't think the mascots are much needed for the NHL.
Yeah. Well, the Young Guns look pretty cool.
Yeah, those are the retros.
Oh, nice. So it says we get one oversized Young Gun in this box here, and this is 24-25 Series 2 Upper Deck. So we'll see. Hopefully we get something good.
Yeah, hopefully.
This was the last box on the shelf, so this was extra good luck. We'll see.
Last box, last pack magic, maybe.
All right. Hopefully I'm going along that. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. We'll just get into it. Oh, there's the oversized card. Let's see. It just kind of floats around in there. Well, good thing I didn't start shaking the box. All right, let's see. Who do we get? It says Albert Johansson for the Red Wings.
Nice.
There we go.
I see Dig said, what's going on with Mariners, Leafs, and the Knights? I think the Leafs are just a little bit upset that the Mariner didn't take a discount or re-sign with them. And that's my honest opinion. That's why I think we're hearing a lot of this tampering. It's because Leafs are upset that Mariner didn't stay, but someone had to go, and he was one to go, and Vegas offered him the money, so why not? Nice.
Nice. There's only 3 packs in this. They are fat.
Yeah,
packs.
I think 12 cards per pack, maybe.
Yes, 12 per pack. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Everybody alive. Yeah, baby Elizabeth says hello, baby Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. Make sure you watch my videos when you grow older so you can talk about some hockey.
That's right. When my son was a little baby and I was taking care of him, I watched a lot of Top Gear, the British Top Gear. So
Yeah.
I thought he was going to have like a British accent when he was starting to talk. I watched it so much. I thought it would have been so funny. Where does he get this accent? I have no idea. All right, let's see. Try to get these lights all. Too much light, not enough light. That's gonna. Well, you can't really see the names very well. But
Yeah, because they're in silver, which is terrible.
Yeah, it's always a horrible choice. We got Sam Steele for the Stars. And we get Alexei
Torpachenko.
Yes, that's it. Torpedochenko. And we get E2 Listerinen.
Listerinen.
Yes.
E2 Listerinen.
That's right. There we go. We get some Bruins with Hampus Lindholm.
You got that one.
Hey, there's one.
Ding ding.
Hey, make sure she's not paying attention on how I'm pronouncing these names. So.
The over or under for Tim to get the names right is now set at 5.
There you go. Let's see. This one's we got Jack Hughes.
Nice.
And there we go.
Nice, Brennan Hoffman.
What is it? Upper Deck Portraits. That's kind of a cool card. Get the
that's
Rangers.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice. There's nothing special about the back. I was hoping there'd be something different.
No, there's nothing on the back of them. They're just plain
old.
Jane.
All right. Let's see here. Here's a young gun. We get Brandon Bussi.
Nice. Good up and coming goalie.
Nice. Oh, there we go. That was kind of cool. The Ooh La La. Oh, the Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, he just retired, so that put that away. That could be worth some money someday.
Yeah, the Ooh La La. Mon chéri. I will keep on going, but the things I said that go with that normally are not okay. We get Logan O'Connor. Hey, see, I'm doing okay now.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. Oh, I had to say something. We got Semyon Varlamanov.
Semyon Varlamov.
See, there you go.
What's up, Chris? I see Dig said, does Vegas become regular season favorites? It's hard to say, Dig, because they're in the West still. I think Edmonton's still going to be the favorite out of the West, same with the Stars. So hard to say. They're up there though.
What's up, Chris?
George,
what's going on? Hey, what's up, George? And this one's Cole Smith. Sorry, I'm hardly looking at the screen. It's hard to see what these names are. We got Thomas Chabot.
Nice. Hey, Sydney Cat.
And that's the last one in this one. Hey, what's up, Sydney Cat? Yeah, that first pack wasn't too bad. Got a couple inserts, so it's kind of...
No, yeah, young gun.
Yeah.
See, if you get another young gun, if you do, you beat the odds.
Ooh. Well, we did. We got the big young gun.
Yeah, that comes in everyone.
All right, let's see here. More young gun action. All right, we got Jordan Greenway.
Jeez, they gave you the easy names to pronounce these ones.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's for sure. No complaints here. Makes me look a little bit smarter. Just a little. not by very much, though. Let's see here. We get a Series 2 checklist. Sebastian Aho and Brady Tkachuk.
Tkachuk.
His dad played, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, that name sounds familiar.
And his brothers.
From the
his
90s.
brother plays Matthew for Florida.
Oh, okay. Nice. And we got Vladislav Garvikov. Yeah, see? That was kind of close.
You're kind of close. You had to cough, right?
And there's Kirill.
Marchenko. The other Krill the Thrill.
The other Kirill. Well, see, I recognize part of the name. The wrong guy, but a part of the name. And here we go. We get a glossy. Lane Hudson.
Oh, nice. That's going to be a good card. Put that aside.
Nice. And we get an on tour Minnesota Wild. Kirill. There's the other Kirill. Kaprizov and Matt Boldy.
Nice. That's a nice card.
Yeah,
Looks like an old rock poster.
yeah, it is pretty cool. Nice. Sorry, baby. Sorry, I almost called you baby. Barry. I was reading babies. When I was reading, I was going to
Barry
say
will take that. He'll take it. You can call him baby. Just
Oh,
don't call him late for dinner.
that's right, because it'll be cold. All right, here we go. We get Leon Draisaitl. Is that how you say it? Did I get that one right?
Yeah, dry side.
Hey,
You got that one right.
nice.
The
Dude,
playlist.
the playlist. That's pretty sweet. It's like lava,
Let's see what it plays.
right?
Nothing. Wow. Just like Edmonton season.
Bum, bum, bum.
No cup.
And here we go. We get Liam O'Brien. See, this is what Dan would look like when he plays in the NHL.
Minus the long hair.
Yes, here. There we go.
There you go. Now we're set. Now we're set.
And we get Radko Gudis. I think that's close. And here we go. We get Anthony Sorelli.
Nice.
And there's Jake Allen. I can
From
pronounce that.
Maiden's neck of the woods. He's from New Brunswick.
Oh, nice. Save that for him. Maybe he can get a TTM for that.
Yeah.
And last in this pack, we got Michael Rasmussen.
Nice. You got that one right.
Yes. Rasmussen, there's some baseball players as well. Rasmussen.
Kobe Rasmus.
And let's see. Last pack. Come on. Autograph.
Last pack mojo.
That's right. I'm hoping for autographs. Let's see here. Barry asks, if a tree falls and there's no one around, does it make a noise?
Well, yes, because the other trees will hear it.
Ooh. Wampus Cat says, played fantasy football team against the New Brunswick Stews. That's a very interesting name. The Stews. All right, here we go. We get Teddy Bluger. Oh, I see a sparkly one. And we get Arbor.
Let's see if you can get it. It does not pronounce the way it looks.
I have no idea.
Arbor Jackeye.
Yes, I'd have to pronounce it backwards.
It does not pronounce the way it looks. But
Yeah,
they call it Wi-Fi because it looks like a Wi-Fi password.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you got to read it backwards. That's crazy. All right. Let's see here. Next one. We get Tig Thompson.
Nice.
Looks like a tank. He's just kind of there.
Yeah, he's 6'7".
Dang. No wonder he looks like a tank. All right, here we go. We got some Kraken action with Shane Wright.
Nice.
Awesome. We get another glossy. Brendan Offman.
Even Christopher Work says you're doing good with the name so far.
Hey, nice. It doesn't happen very often. It won't happen very often. And then we got Alex Ovechkin.
I know a guy in this chat that would love that card.
That thing is sweet. Look at that dazzler.
Mr. Christopher Works.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that thing's pretty cool. That's a cool looking card.
Yeah.
Then they kill it on the back.
They're only good for the fronts.
Right? I guess that's the only part. If you display your card, that's the only one you're going to be looking at. So I guess that makes sense in a way.
Yeah. John,
he says he wants all dazzlers. Oh, there we go. There's a blue one. We get Liam Ogren.
Nice. That's a rookie.
Minnesota
I don't know
Wild.
if that might be numbered, maybe
Yeah, let's
on
check
the back.
Let's check the back here. Oh, it just says speckled parallel.
Okay, so it's just a parallel.
Still pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's still
I like
really
those
nice.
Yeah. And we get Electricity. Anzi Kopitar.
Yeah, you got that one. Nailed it.
Ah, yes. For the Kings there. Nice.
That's
I'm
a
not
nice.
sure.
I like the city in the front. Kind
That
of makes
is
him
pretty
look like
sweet.
a Godzilla.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm not sure if I like that the Kings logo there, though, or the LA Kings logo. It's just a little too plain, I think.
That's their newer one. I think they have the retros of the old Kings logo, like
See,
the
I like
crown.
that. Yeah, the crown one's my favorite. And we get Neater Reader.
Close. Nino Neater Rider.
Oh, see? I thought I was gonna be way off. And we got Scott Paranovich. Paranovich. There you go, huh? It was a fish. All right, here we go. We get Ryan Donato for the old Blackhawks. Nice. And last card I get to struggle with. Adam Palek. Yeah, see, that was close. Oh, it wasn't too far
That's
off.
close. You're pretty dang close.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Not too bad if I do say so myself.
The over and under, you went over, so good job. Anybody who had the over, congratulations.
And anytime I get to show off my autograph Ron Tugnut hockey puck, I want to because I just like to say his last name. Tugnut. There we go. Okay, enough of that stuff. All right, Danny. We'll let you go ahead and.
You're gonna let me go ahead?
Yes.
We're gonna take this show over.
Take it on over, because look at me. There. Oh, that's better. There we go, everybody.
All right.
Yes,
well,
right.
well, if we're gonna take the show over, we gotta do it right.
That's right.
Welcome everyone to the Wednesday night Hockey Stick Talk Nation Takeover with me, your host, Dan, and my co-host, well, actually the host, In-Card-Neeto Sports Cards, Timmy.
You're right. Very nice.
We have no guest tonight. I am the guest, so feel free to ask me your hockey questions. Get them all out. But yeah, let's start off with the Panthers win the cup. That is going to be your team to beat for these few years coming. You're going to see the Panthers be in contention every year. You're probably going to see a dynasty happen, and you heard it here first. You're going to see the Florida Panthers have a dynasty. They're going to win again next year. That team is just too strong with the coaching, the general manager, and all the players there, and them just re-signing Brad Marchand and Aaron Ekblad to team-friendly deals. They're the team to beat for years to come.
Nice.
But yeah, so any questions, feel free.
So they won last year too, didn't they?
They did. They won 2 years in a row.
Very nice. Very nice. Hey, what's up, Maiden? We're just telling everybody you're on vacation. So nice to see you. Nice to see you in here.
So we got John said Alexander McGillney in the Hall of Fame. Will Theon Fleury get in next? I think so. It's about time McGillney got into the Hall of Fame, to be honest with you. He should have been there quite a while ago. He's so much deserving of the Hall of Fame, and he's just a great player. So I'm really happy for him and that he is in there.
Very nice. Maiden has a question as well. He says, when is the show coming back?
Don't know. Stay tuned. You never know.
That's right.
The door's always open, but you just never know.
Very nice.
But yeah,
3 years
so
in a
trade
row.
deadline was great.
Hey, Collector's Dream, what's going on? Orlando. He says,
Yes.
3 years in a row for the Panthers in the finals. 2 cups in a row. Nice.
Yep. And going to be for third cup this year, too. So mark my words. There is no team right now that is even close to being on the level of the Florida Panthers.
Maiden has rephrased his question. There you go.
We'll see. You never know. We'll see.
And John is wondering as well if Darren Pupa have those best names for a Sabre.
I don't know. There's been a lot of great names. Buron. He's a good one that brings back. The best name for the Sabres, though, and I'll fight anyone who wants to say otherwise, is Dominic Hasek. Best name for the Sabres.
Nice.
Very underrated goalie, and probably one of the best the Sabres had in a long time. But yeah, Chris, Ovi need to win the cup in his last year. Chris, you're not going to like this, so you might want to plug your ears, but if Ovi reaches 1,000 goals, Ovi's retiring this year. I think that's his goal set, to reach 1,000, and then I think that's where he's going to retire, because he stated he wants to play 3 years in Russia for his home team before he calls hockey quits. So I think this will be Ovi's last year if he reaches 1,000.
Nice. That's a lot of goals.
Yeah, and he's pretty close. So
yeah, especially what's the average like score in hockey is like 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
3.
That's a lot. That's a lot of goals. A lot of games. That's a lot of. How long has he been playing?
Ovi, well, he started before Crosby, so 2000 what? I can't remember, but he's been in the league for quite some time and with the same team, mind you. And that's a huge accomplishment all in itself.
Yeah. Let's see. Maiden says he's got some huge news. Some big news. And let's see. John Fishman says, I won't like this. But in 1991 playoffs, you taking Belfour or Hasek for that playoffs? Ooh, Belfour is my guy.
I am taking Dominic Hasek.
I was going to say, I got to stay true to my guy, but Hasek he's pretty damn good. Belfour, I got to go with Belfour. You never know. He could have the right buzz going on when he's playing, and he could just be on point.
Hasek's so unpredictable, though, so he can steal you a game.
Oh, yes.
He's not afraid to, come at the player either. You'll see him come skate at the player and pad stack.
Nice.
The player go over him. So he's so unpredictable. But I think a lot of them want to know about the thoughts on the Marner trade or sign and trade. I think that's a good deal for Toronto, to be honest with you. It's good that Marner's gone. Kind of breaks up that core a little bit. And what they got back for Nicholas Waugh is going to be a huge boost for Toronto. I mean, a huge boost. He's still got so much upside that, and with Craig Berube, he is going to be one hell of a player. He's not going to be top notch, but he's going to be top 6 player. He's going to get you a few goals. He's going to get in the dirty areas. He's going to go in front of the net. He's just going to be that presence that Toronto really needed. He's going to remind me a lot of a Gilmore, to put it like that.
Nice.
So yeah, definitely. Toronto, you might not think you won that deal, but you actually did.
Nice.
And
Congrats.
that's hard to say.
Congrats to your niece there, Maiden. That's
Congrats,
awesome.
mate.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Let's see. Grace White, PWHL Draft 2027. Very nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. And
Nice.
I think I missed a question from Barry earlier. What's your Mount Rushmore of Boston Bruins?
Ooh, that's a good one. First we have started off with Ray Bork, one of the greatest Bruins defensemen. We'll put Bobby Orr on there, another good one. Cam Neely, a really nice player. I would have to put Tim Thomas on there. I really like Tim Thomas in the Boston uniform. And for number 5, it would have to go to Big Z Zdeno Chara.
Nice.
That would be my Mount Rushmore.
Very nice.
Yes, so that's a good Mount Rushmore. Like to hear your guys' Mount Rushmores.
Let's see. Christopher Works said Leafs and Vegas deal was good for both sides, and think the Leafs may have made a better one in the long run.
Definitely. I do believe so. Like I said, you had to split up that core. It was just great that Marner went. No, there's a lot of like tampering, but there's no tampering. That was just Toronto media. If you guys know, Toronto media, it's all about Toronto. So they're going to find something that they can make a story out of. And that's what it was. So I haven't heard more about the tampering issue. So I wouldn't look too much into it.
Nice.
I seen Zach or someone had a Penguins question.
Let's see. George said, will the Penguins playoffs this year?
George, you're in for a rough one. I don't think you're going to see the Penguins get in the playoffs for a couple of years. I think it's slowly rebuild mode there. As much as they're not going to say it, it's slowly rebuild. But I will say this to anybody who is a Montreal Canadiens fan. You might see Sidney Crosby in a Canadiens uniform before he retires. Because I have a feeling he's going to want to play for Montreal before he retires, which was his childhood team and his father's team. So I have a feeling you're going to see him play at least 1 year in Montreal.
Nice. There we go. Maiden's niece was ranked top 10, number 8 in the Atlantic for girls. That's awesome.
Nice.
Let's see.
See, will Pittsburgh ever retire the 3 guys and get rid of 1? Yeah. All 3 of those guys will get their numbers retired in Pittsburgh. Letang, Malkin, and Crosby. And throughout this year, next year, and the year before, you're going to see each one kind of get shipped off. But it's going to be on their own terms because Pittsburgh will let them do that because they deserve it. So, and it's not going to be hard feelings. And the fans already know they want to see Crosby, Malkin, and Letang go win a cup somewhere else. They deserve it. They put a lot of soul and energy into that city when they needed it. So the fans will be very appreciative.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the Pens are going to have a rough year.
Yeah, they definitely are. They traded away quite a bit of their good prospects. I don't think they have any in the top 30 right now for NHL prospect, which is not good if you're rebuilding. But I mean, when they do trade these players, they're going to get stuff back, which is going to help as well.
And And John asked, Barrasso or Roy? Or Raw? Wow. Who would win in a fight?
Tom Barrasso. Patrick Wall's not that strong. But yeah, Tom Barrasso would win in a fight, definitely, hands down.
Nice.
But if we're going to throw Ray Emery in there, then look out the whole NHL, because that guy's going to go.
Nice.
But yeah, one thing I will say, and I think he went under the radar this year, and that is Jonathan Toews is coming back from his thing or battle with COVID, I guess you can call it. We don't really know everything, but he signed with his hometown team, the Winnipeg Jets, which I called it. I knew he was going to sign there, his hometown team, and I'm really excited to see him come back. I've heard he's in amazing shape, better than he was when he played his last season before COVID. So I think it's going to be a couple games to get him back used to his speed, but after that, look out. You're going to see Jonathan Toews back, and it's just going to be great for the Jets organization, the fans, anybody who loves Toews. It's just going to be wonderful. I can't wait.
Nice. And do you think McDavid will end up with the Rangers?
I knew this was going to come. If McDavid doesn't sign an extension either by the beginning of the season or middle of the season for this NHL season, he's going to go to free agency. There's going to be a lot of teams lined up for this guy, like a lot. I would be remiss to say I would love to see him in the Rangers, but I just don't know. It's hard to say with McDavid. It really is. The best player, he can go wherever he wants. So he's going to go to whatever gives him the best chance to win a Stanley Cup. That's all. That's the best way you can put it. And I mean, that class for next year's free agency is going to be one of the bigger ones. There's a lot of great players in that free agency class. So McDavid is going to set the bar for everybody else in that class.
Nice. And his baseball question.
Oh, nice. Probably, well, if they don't trade away all their star players like they have been every season, we might have a chance to go in like 5 years. I don't know, but they're playing pretty good right now. So you never know. They could surprise. There's always that chance. As long as you make it, you always have a chance. So
yeah. And then there's a follow-up question.
Or will the Maroons win their first division title? Same thing. You never know. It could be this year, it could be next year. It's just whenever everything clicks for them, I guess.
Nice. And there's another question.
Who are the Marlins? Who are the White Sox?
Right. See, John's got another question. Will the Gary Bateman curse ever be broken?
I don't. Maybe. The Gary Bettman. Once Gary Bettman leaves and Daly gets a hold of this NHL, we're going to see a Canadian team back. You're going to see Quebec get another Canadian team. I'm going to mark it right now. You'll see Quebec we'll get another team back in Canada once Gary Bettman leaves.
Nice. I bet a lot of Canadians are happy for that.
Yeah, I know I am, if it happens.
And there's another Marlins one from Wampus Cat. that might suit him a little bit better. His head might be able to handle that a little bit.
I don't know if he gets hit in the head with the baseball coming out him the other way. Who knows?
Right? You never know. He'll have the football helmet on while he's pitching.
Can you imagine? I saw Christopher had one above Wampus.
Yes.
Dan, I know you love this player, but do you think Bedard will leave the Blackhawks for the Jets? If Bedard leaves the Blackhawks for any team, is going to be for the Vancouver Canucks, his home team. He wants to play for his home team, and that would be the one team that if he leaves the Blackhawks, that's where he's going to go, is to the Vancouver Canucks. You can mark my words on it.
Nice. And John's got another one too.
Do you think there should be an award for assists? Yeah, definitely. Top assist man should get an award. I don't know what we would call it, but I think they should be rewarded because they set up a lot of the goal scorers and they kind of go underrated. But yeah, definitely. The only thing is with that one too is you get the multiple assists. So it kind of, because you get 3 assists on a goal. So it kind of like, it's hard.
Yeah. The Gretzky Trophy.
Yeah, something along that lines.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'd love to see that get an award. That I really would. I think the players would like to see it too, for some of the players who are playmakers to kind of get acknowledged. But yeah, it's an open door, so any questions, go ahead and ask. But Timmy, do you want to get some trivia going or what?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some trivia questions. So I got hockey questions for tonight because we are doing hockey. If you guys haven't noticed. We've had one.
And I got some special trivia questions.
Ooh, looking forward to that.
Yeah, we have.
All right, let me go and clear this up. I should have done that while everybody was asking questions.
5 most underrated Rangers in your mind of all time. Adam Graves. Jeff Bukaboom. He's another great one, underrated. Oh, so many. Mike Richter was very underrated. I know he had a lot of spotlight, but very underrated. Pavel Bure when he was there, another great underrated Ranger. And probably Chris Kreider, very underrated Ranger too. Christopher. What say you think get an NHL team? All signs are leading to New Orleans or Houston. That's where all signs are leading towards right now. But I don't know if we'll see another team here. Probably not for another year or 2 or 3, though. But where the cap's going up, you never know. I'd like to see Atlanta get a team back. That's one place I'd like to see.
Nice. All right. I am set up. I'm ready to go. Nope, maybe.
Yeah, Kansas City Scouts would be a good one to bring back. It's all about the money, though. Atlanta's building a brand new stadium for hockey specific, so we'll see. I just think the 2 years that the years that they had the team there, just hockey wasn't big then as it is now.
Some Whalers, huh? The Hartford, is it the Hartford Whalers? Is that what that was?
Yeah, the Hartford Whalers out of Connecticut.
Nice.
A lot of good battles there.
All right. Well, I got a few questions ready to go. Go ahead and get this camera flipped around. And there we go. Adjustments. All right. There we go. I am ready to go. You ready for this?
I am ready when you are, good sir.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. You all ready for this? Y'all ready for some trivia action for tonight? You got your hockey knowledge ready to go?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Which did you want to go first, or did you want me to go first?
It's up to you. You want to go first? You can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. It don't matter. Hartford and Bruins had a great rivalry.
Yes, it did.
Okay, and we got first question. All right, first question. Here we go. On October 17th, 2000, what goalie became NHL's all-time leader in career victories? On October 17th, 2000, what goalie became the NHL's all-time leader in career victories? Timer begins. We do not need the timer. I see it. But I saw it before I even started to push the timer, man. I was like, man, I don't need to do that. It is Patrick Waugh.
Nice.
So congratulations to Barry. First one in with him. Awesome. Get you on the board here.
Awesome, Barry.
Barry is on the board. Okay. Your turn.
All right, here's where we test your knowledge. Who was my first guest on the Hockey Stick Talk Nation?
Ooh. All right, one more time.
Who was my first guest on Hockey Stick Talk Nation?
Timer begins. Let's see. John's coming in with Maiden. Maiden says me. Barry says Connor Bedard.
Come on, retard. No.
And we get Ollie Kenstad.
No.
Judgestad. The man with the best hair in YouTube. George goes, very cool cat.
No.
We get
No one
Brandon.
got it.
Oh, that's it. Time is up right there.
No one got it. I'm surprised.
Couple more seconds for everybody's stuff to come in since StreamYard's a little slow sometimes. I wasn't gonna mention that name, but
Yeah, no one got it.
We got a stumper.
So my first actual guest was CCB Jason when we talked about Leafs.
There you go. All right. Well, we got a stumper. Okay. Next question. And okay. All right. Next question. Dallas Stars center Mike Modano was born in what state? Dallas Stars center Mike Modano was born in what state? Timer begins. Let's see. I see Minnesota, Ohio, Minnesota. Let's see. We got Michigan. And I do see the correct answer. Reset the timer, and the correct answer is Michigan.
Nice.
Yeah, with Maiden's the first one in with Michigan. So congratulations, Maiden. Awesome.
Congrats.
All right. There we go. All right, Danny.
All right, next question.
That's right, Maiden.
For the first ever Hockey Stick Talk Nation football takeover, who were my first 3 guests for that show? So
Ooh.
on my first ever Hockey Stick Talk Nation football takeover, who were the 3 guests on my show?
Oh, timer begins. Let's see. John says Zach. Barry says Vince, Maiden, Chris. Sports card ripping teacher and Zach. Let's see. We got Chris, Zach, Aaron, Teach. Winking, blinking, and nod. We got about 10 seconds left. Zach, Vince, and Hammy.
I think I seen up there.
Oh, that's it. Timer is up.
I think I saw it, but I can't remember because it was moving so quick. But it was Zach, Aaron, and Vince.
Ah, yes. Looks like Christopher Works came in with that.
Amber, Sally, and Sue.
I gotta scrolling up. So Zach, Aaron, and Vince, the sports card ripping teacher. And I think that's the first one I saw with them all in the same row. The same answer. So Christopher Works, congratulations.
Nice.
There we go. Awesome. All right. All right, next question. This is the final question. This is 5th question. Because we had a stumper.
Yes, that's true.
So last and final question. Okay. All right. Last question. I'm looking for a good one. All right. Here we go. What Hall of Fame defenseman holds the record for most consecutive years in the NHL playoffs with 20? What Hall of Fame defenseman holds the record for most consecutive years in the NHL playoffs with 20? Timer begins. Let's see, we get Lindstrom, Robinson. Okay.
Chara. I don't go that low NCR.
You're not going for Shadur this year?
No.
All right, I could just go ahead and restart that. I see the answer. And the answer is Larry Robinson.
Nice. Great player.
Larry Robinson. So
really great.
Diggett is the one with Robinson. So congratulations, Diggett.
What? Dig? Dig made on the board?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
nice.
My
there
God.
He is. Diggett. Christopher Works, Maiden, and Barry. And we have a blank for the stumper.
Yeah, we did.
So congratulations to all y'all. I will add that to last week's list as well.
And do we know what the winner's getting this month, Timmy?
We do. I've got a story for that. I did show it last week, and what the prize was. And so, let me go ahead and get this camera turned around because it's story time.
It's story time with Tim, folks.
It's story
Gather
time.
your blankets, your popcorn, your drinks. Come sit in the front row. Everyone gather around.
All right, I got the card here that I showed last week. The card I showed was in a slab, and the slab had it was previously wrapped and shipped in packing tape. So there's packing tape residue all over the slab. It was on the front, it was on the top and bottom of it. So every time you touched it, no matter where, your fingers would get sticky. Super annoying. And I tried everything. I tried straight alcohol. I tried TV screen cleaner. I tried just plain soap and water. I've tried all sorts of stuff. Nothing worked. Nothing was working. And I was wanting to get this away without sticky residue. And so the only thing that I can come to mind was Goo Gone, right? The Goo Gone's used to get all the decals off and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And tried that. Tried it on the top, got the top off. I'm like, okay, it's working pretty good. I got the bottom off. And then I went for the full front wipe down to get the tape residue off the front. And I'm just going for it. Then all of a sudden I start feeling it starting to catch, and I look at it, and it clouded up the whole thing. It was so ridiculous. Clouded up the whole thing. Ruined the slab. So in my mind, I'm like, there has to be a way to fix it. So I try to fix it. And I'm thinking all sorts of stuff. Nothing comes to mind except for out in the garage. I had one of those foggy headlight cleaner kits, right? Has all the sorts of different things. And I mean, headlights plastic.
Yeah.
The slab's plastic. You know, it makes sense in my mind that, you know, if you just kind of sand off the whole top of the plastic and polish it up with the stuff, and it should work. It was going okay till the last stage where you had to wet sand it. I had it sitting on a towel so it'd soak up any extra stuff and all that kind of stuff, any extra moisture and all that stuff. And I went to wipe it off. I had the sander, so you put it on the drill, you put the nice polishing pad on the drill, you're sitting there polishing away and all that kind of stuff. I get a nice good polish on there and I wipe it away. The inside of the slab was wet. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what the heck? No. No, I didn't, Barry. I didn't get any of this on video, of course. And thanks, John. I'll remember that next time. Hey, it's a slab. It's plastic. And I knew it was going to kind of rub down the edges on it, but it was one way to find out. It's already fucked. You know, sorry, little babies. I didn't mean to say that. It was already messed up.
He said tucked.
It was all tucked away on the towel. And so at this point, you know, anything is better than nothing. And so I was doing all that, and it was wet. And notice it was getting wet on the label of it. And I flipped it over, and the back of the card was wet. It was soaked. Like it was just, I could watch it. The moisture in the card was just going down the card, and I could just watch it getting wet. And I was like, no. So the only thing I could do was crack the slab and get it out of the slab. So, all right, DK. And so that's the only thing I could do. And so now, here it is. There it is, the 1.5. Not anymore. Ernie Banks. On the
Do you know what, though? That is a 1-of-1 Tim custom slab card right there. Only on his channel are you going to get that 1-of-1 custom.
So that is my major screw up in my hobby times. This is definitely one I'm paying for, but I am getting another one because I already showed off that I was going to give away a slabbed Ernie Banks. So I do have another one on the way. So I will show it later on in the month when it does come. But unfortunately, it did get wet. And it did dry very well. I did throw it in some chamois to like super dry. I just wanted like it to suck the moisture out of it as fast as possible.
Right.
Yes, I use that on my phones. But yes, Banks did have a nice river of water going over him. But yes, it is definitely a learning experience, and Gugon will not be in my repertoire of trying to fix things with carts or slabs or whatever. Yes, the pattern is I try to fix it and it doesn't work. And then I have to buy it again. But I guess I was saying this was a slab I didn't want to give away. I do still have the slab. It's there as a reminder of what not to do.
Robert said that could be a second place prize.
All right. Much fire, yes. Maybe if you go with the melt, get the plastic hot, and it takes all the stuff out. See, that's. Oh, but anyways, right? Yeah, I should have used some card care juice. That should have taken it all right out. And Maiden says he wants a wet Ernie. Is that different than a wet Willie?
Maybe.
Wet Ernie, is that both ears? I'm not sure. Oh man, but anyways, this is that was my story time, and
that was Tim's blonde moment of the month.
It's the Grays. The Grays are taking it all away. Pickle juice. Yes. Just soak it in pickle juice. Speaking of pickle juice, I was at the store and I saw dill pickle ramen.
Ooh.
Dill pickle cup of noodles. And no.
Do you know what? I would love to see Wampus Cat come on here and show us his turtles collection.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Wampus, if you ever want to, please get a hold of Tim, because I would love to see your turtles collection that you keep talking about so much.
Oh, I love it. That'd be sweet. Yes. But anyways, thank you so much, everybody. It's been a fun one. And you guys got to hear a story of my misfortunates or my unfortunate tale, or I don't know how it goes. But anyways, you heard my story.
We heard the adventures with Tim.
Yes. Oh man, mistakes. Oh, all right, y'all. Well, thank you so much. You guys have been great. Had fun. This is a good one. And thanks, Danny. There you go. Thanks, Danny, for Hockey Stick Talk Nation Takeover. That was fun.
Awesome.
It was great, and I'm sure everybody else enjoyed it as well. And we will see you all on the next one. Adios, y'all.
Peace,
Bye-bye.
everybody.